Hello traders and investors, let's talk about my latest analysis of the Philippine Stock Exchange Index as of Wednesday's closing. And before that, if you haven't subscribed yet to my newsletter, go to equilyst.com/newsletter, enter your full name and email address, confirm your registration by checking your inbox and spam folder. Once you're done, then you will receive an email every time I publish a new blog or a new informative article on my website, straight to your inbox. So that's equilyst.com/newsletter. Now, let's take a look at the daily chart of the main index. So today, Wednesday, PSEi closed at 6,525.16. It went down by 2.24%, which is equivalent to 149.22 points. More or less, it withdrew about two-thirds of the gains it registered last Tuesday. So last Tuesday, it went up by 3.61%. Today, Wednesday, it went down by 2.24%. So that's more or less, again, two-thirds of Tuesday's closing. Now, if yesterday we saw the MACD trading above or maintaining its position above the signal line, today we are seeing a death cross. This is what I call a death cross, when the MACD crosses below the signal line. And basically we only have one more trading day left for this week. So that being a Friday, we might see a continuation of today's redness on the last trading day of the week, unless otherwise the international markets, particularly the NYSE, Nasdaq, S&P 500, etc., will register a green candlestick on Thursday's trading. As you may already know, the PSEi loves piggybacking the major exchanges in the United States specifically. Now that remains to be seen on Tuesday or on Friday rather. What I'm just speculating based on the historical behavior of our local borrowers. Now, the total turnover value today reached 5.5 billion pesos. There were 68 advances, 104 declines, and 47 and change issues. So that gives us a market breadth of what? So let's divide 104 by 68. That gives us a market breadth of negative 1.53 points. That's not yet, I can't yet call today's trading as a bearish day, because it's more of a neutral day than a bearish day for me because of that market breadth. Now, we got a 50-50 ratio here between the local and the foreign transactions as far as that turnover value is concerned. But the foreign buying amounts to 2.7 billion pesos, while the foreign selling amounts to 3.36 billion pesos. So we have a net foreign selling worth 660 million pesos. That's a net foreign selling. Now, out of the how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the 5 sub-indices, namely financials, industrials, holdings, property, services, and mining and oil sectors, 4 of them registered a red or a negative day change. Those are the financials, industrials, holdings, and property sectors. On the other hand, the services and mining and oil sectors closed in the green territory. The red ones were led by the property sector at negative 3.33%, followed by the holding sector at negative 2.6%. The green subsectors or the green sectors, uh, like I mentioned a while back, were services and mining in all sectors at 60.61% and 0.84% respectively. Now, for the top traded, let me name three of them. We got URC, BDO, and Ayala Land, as usual, as the top traded stocks. URC registered a turnover value worth 475 million pesos, followed by BDO's 459 million pesos, and on the third rank, Ayala Land at 270, almost 278 million pesos. For the most active, according to their number of, according to their, again, total turnover value. By the way, for the top traded, that's according to the number of trades. For the most active, that's according to the total turnover value. The top three are ICT at 552 million pesos. It's more than half a billion, obviously. For URC, that's 475 million pesos, followed by BDO's 459 million pesos. Now, for the worst losers, we got OPM, STR, and MAB at negative 16.67%, negative 10.4%, and negative 9.09% respectively. Now, for the top gainers, we have ION, and ALHI at 17.65%, 17.11%, and 16.27% respectively. They all went up. Of course, we're talking about the top gainers. Now, moving back to the chart of the PSEi, the main resistance that I'm seeing here is near 6,865. For the major support, I'm looking at 6,380 as a precursor to 6,066, followed by what else? Followed by 5,740. But before we talk about those deeper support levels, let's focus first in monitoring the main or major support and resistance levels. That's 6,380 and 6,865 respectively. All right. Now, it's been how many days? It's been a few. How many? It's been a few days, 4 trading days that we've been in a net foreign selling mode, except for the net foreign buying status that was registered last Tuesday at 270 million pesos because of that 3.61% positive 3.61% change last Tuesday's trading. But again, we're back to the red territory. Now the last price of the PSEi is a lot closer to the intraday, to the major support than the major resistance. So being the last trading day as Friday this week, we might see the main index retesting the major support near 6,370 to 6,380. So let's take a look at that. Let's monitor that on Friday. But as of today's closing, the index is already trading below the 10-day simple moving average. So that's going to be all for now, traders and investors. Again, let me remind you that you can subscribe to my newsletter for free at equilyst.com/newsletter. Now, if you're looking for a mentor, someone who can guide you, someone who can teach you a strategy on how to trade independently and invest profitably, you may avail of my stock market consultancy services. And when you do that, we're going to have a one-on-one exclusive training regarding my evergreen strategy. So I'm going to teach you how my strategy works and how you can analyze on your own right after our one-on-one exclusive training. And on top of that, you will also receive 50 stock analysis credits. What does that mean? So within a year, you can email me 50 times, up to 50 times with your stock analysis requests. Okay, so I'm going then to reply back to you and make sure that you receive my email hours before the start of the next trading, or yeah, the next trading day, hours before the next trading day. And the cost of that is already mentioned on the homepage of my website at equilyst.com. I highly recommend that you read everything from the very top all the way to the very bottom of the homepage of Equilyst.com. This has been JC De Guzman, helping you learn how to preserve your capital, protect your gains, and prevent unbearable losses. Thank you, guys.